Hi, this is
In this way, right there.
Hi, I'm Carmen Conley, and I'm interviewing our audiovisual and technology teacher, Michael Chappell, here at Pebblebrook High School. And my topic is the emerging technology, so I chose the iPad camera. So I'm going to ask Mr. Chappell a few questions about the camera used on our iPads. Mr. Chappell, as a professional Mac user teaching with all Apple products, do you use non-Apple products for your own personal use?
Not really, because I really don't like PC products. I feel like Mac products are easier to use and they're more reliable than PC products.
Okay, you use Mac laptops and desktops, I know, for your film and video editing with your students. Would you use an iPad and all its accessories such as the camera, and how so? And if not, why not?
Yeah, we use the iPads to go out and shoot sometimes. We even have a device now that we can take the iPad out and stream live video online. So that's one way to do it. Also, if we want to scout a location, I can send them out with the iPad. They can take pictures and they'll be done, and then we can just take the file and edit it on the computer.
Okay, good. Okay, so as your former department chair and as your colleague in the Career Technical and Agricultural Education Department, I know with your excellent technology skills, do you think you would enjoy iPad training with your teacher colleagues? Because it's new to a lot of us. So I know we have, and I interviewed one of our trainers, but I personally could see you in that position. Would you be willing to, and what's your comfort level in teaching us to work with an iPad? In particular, camera, that seems to be the big, at least for me, the big emerging technology.
It would be a good thing to teach people actually how to use the iPad, because a lot of people don't know that with the camera on the iPad, if you tap the screen, it'll focus what you're trying to shoot. So that'll be a good thing, and you know, anything that can teach other people how to use technology, I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Okay, good. Last question. So what skills with the iPad, other than what you just said, can you provide that has not already been covered by our technology integration specialist? Excuse me.
A couple of things you can do with the iPad is use the QR code to scan stuff, to look at other documents. My kids, you can use the iPad to create storyboards for their projects, taking pictures. There's a lot of different things that you can do with the iPad with adding the apps along with it. Like in our class, I use it to take attendance from an app, so that works as well.
Okay, that's good, because that's one of our areas, teaching as a profession. So some skills the kids need to know what we as teachers do, and that's also part of their curriculum in the teaching for a profession within our career tech area. So I think that is it, and I thank you. Hi, this is Carmen Conley, Cobb County School District educator. I work for Career Technology and Agricultural Education. I teach business ed, and I have been department chair over the CTAE area at my school for the last 10 years, but I've been employed with Cobb County for 12 years. I am currently conducting this interview with Tracy Borup, and Tracy Borup is our technology integration specialist for Area 1 schools in Cobb County, in which my school, Pebblebrook, is one of those schools. So I'd like to introduce Tracy Borup, and I'm going to start with her first question. Ms. Borup, do you think the school district will offer iPad training by you for teachers other than those that you have trained, such as myself in the CTAE department?
Yes, we do, Carmen. Right now we're offering a beginner iPad class and an advanced iPad class, and we're offering those two classes in the fall, in the spring, and in the summer, and each class is worth 1 PLU, which means 10 hours. So we are offering that for any teacher, K-12, CTA, or not.
Okay, great. Do you consider the iPad and its accessories, such as a camera, an emerging technology?
Most certainly do. You can walk by any student and see them with their iPads out, and the first thing they want to do is to use the camera. I think that camera feature brings the real world to them in their classes, and it also gives them that opportunity to tie that in with some of their content area as well.
Okay, good. Do you think other teachers will benefit as much as the CTAE teachers have so far?
I certainly hope so. I've been able to do some training with the other teachers in the content area, and the ultimate goal for me is for us to be able to use those iPads as students use the iPads, to be able to get the teachers the knowledge of knowing what the students know. So instead of writing that 4-page paper, then the students are able to take the iPad and create with one of the apps for the teachers to be able to know what they know.
Okay. And what is one thing would you most like to see teachers take back in the classroom from an iPad training session?
My ultimate goal for the teachers is to become familiar with some of the apps that are on the iPad that are used as creation. Because the iPad is a great tool for drill and practice. There's a lot of apps that are out there for drill and practice, and don't get me wrong, it has its place. But my ultimate goal is to see that iPad used and those apps as a creation tool, so that a teacher has a rubric which contains the content and gives the students the choice as to how they will express their knowledge to the teacher about that content. And they can do that with 5 or 6 different apps that we've learned in our iPad course. You're not sitting down grading 45 PowerPoint presentations. You may have a Telegami, you may have a Chatterpix, you may have Pic Collage variation, but you're grading from one rubric, but you're giving your students the choice of the way for them to express themselves and knowing the knowledge that they know.
Okay, good. Lastly, we're going to take a look at my T-TRAD that I did for my assignment, and I did 2. One was for the iPad camera that I consider emerging technology, and the other was for the obsolete technology, which was the old school digital camera. And I just wanted you to tell me what parts, if any, you would change for either teacher. We'll take a look at that.
Okay. I think Carmen.
Okay, Tracy, I know that I had sent you some information with the 2 T-TRADs I did on emerging technology, which was referred back to the iPad camera, and then I also sent you one on obsolete technology, which is with the digital camera that had the memory cards. And I asked any input or suggestions you had, any adjustments, and it looks like the only thing or only adjustment you had was for the emerging technology with the iPad camera on the enhancement part. If you can go into detail briefly telling me what adjustment or what you would change from what I had for the enhancement, or what the iPad camera enhances.
Okay, what I wanted to just bring to your attention, Carmen, was now that you've taken the iPad class, instead of having a particular app like Photo Booth that you have listed here, I'd like for you to list a couple of the apps that we talked about in bringing pictures in, like the Pic Collage and the 30 Hands and Animoto, a couple of those apps, because the content area, you bring the pictures in and then it creates the video with the music and all in there, and this kind of grabs and engages those students in the classroom.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.